Once again, I've got another beer from Ohio. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home. So I was talking to the average Joe from the Beer Patrol, and he was telling me about Red Wine Brew. Finally went over there and visited it. I picked up a couple beers, and this is one of the beers. I don't know if this might be the last beer I picked up there or not, because I've got so much beer in my fridge. I know that's a hard problem to have, right? So this is the Humble Crumble. It's a fruited sour wheat ale from Forbidden Root in Columbus, Ohio. I don't think I've ever been to Forbidden Root. I paid $4 for this at Red Wine Brew over in Westlake. And this is it says a fruited sour wheat ale with peach, cinnamon, and caramel. Sounded pretty tasty to me. The can's kind of just plain, a little bit plain kind of can. And I'm pretty sure I've had beers from Forbidden Root Brewery before. Don't think I've ever been there, though. Excuse me. On the can here, it says peach, cinnamon, caramel, 6.2% ABV. On the back here, brewed and canned by Forbidden Root. I don't know why I'm having problems saying forbidden. Forbidden Root. Wait a second. Brewed and canned by Forbidden Root, a Benefit LLC, Columbus, Ohio. I didn't realize that said that on the can. Wonder why it says Forbidden Root, a Benefit. I'll have to look that up. I didn't even notice that on the can. I would have looked that up before the video. It says canned on January 13th of 2026. So about 6 months old. This can's about 6 months old as of the time I'm recording this video. Hopefully it's still good. And again, if I can figure out why this says canned by Forbidden Root, a Benefit, I'll put that a little blurb here in the video, or I'll put it down in the description somewhere. But let's get on into it. On Untapped, let's get to 3.85, 209 check-ins. Beer Advocate, there was no score. And that's pouring out kind of like fizzy orange juice or fruit juice. Very fizzy soda-like head. Pouring out very soda-like. What if this is, doesn't say, but I wonder if this is one of those seltzer-based, gluten-free kind of sours. Doesn't say, though. That is a very odd smell. That smells like peach and caramel. And not that either one of those scents are odd on their own, but peach and caramel combined, it's just kind of an odd scent. I can't say that I've had any sort of real caramel and peaches before or anything like that. That's like a really fresh caramel smell with kind of a fresh peach smell. And it's just the combination of the two smells is kind of odd. Of course, that was a super soda-like head. Dissipated quickly. And there's a lot of pectin, or whatever you want to call it, sticking around to the glass. And that looks like orangey, dirty, brown kind of water. Looks thick. Lots of soda-like carbonation in there. I see some sediment floating around. Again, I didn't see anything on the can. But it definitely poured out like one of those sours that's a seltzer base. So I wonder if this is a seltzer base. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's take a drink of it, everybody. Cheers. Oh, that is caramel. It's light-bodied, soda-like. Some sourness coming in. And that is big-time caramel. Interesting. So the first mouthful or two, it was big time caramel. Just like fresh, sticky, gooey caramel. Caramel was like the dominant over-the-top flavor. But then as I go back for more, that caramel flavor is kind of subsiding, like disappearing, and this peach soda flavor is starting to come through. It's like a craft peach soda kind of flavor. Now the back end of every swallow is like cheek puckering sour. Not super huge, but it's cheek puckering sour. And the finish is almost kind of sticky. Like my lips feel like I was eating sticky caramel. And it's really odd that how the first couple sips were just big, huge, big time caramel. And now it's like I'm not picking the caramel up as much as I am picking up like the fresh, fruity peach juice, peach soda kind of flavor. Now that body is like, it's kind of medium to thick, but soda-like. It's got some body to it, but it's also like soda-like. I guess the can does say wheat ale, so maybe it's not a soda, a seltzer base. After I went off on a tangent about the seltzer base, and it's just, this is a really odd thing. Now I'm not picking up the cinnamon. Really don't notice the cinnamon at all in this. But man, it's like definitely sticky on the lips. Like you're eating fresh caramel again. This is a really odd, interesting beverage. It's very tasty. It's also somewhat drying on the finish. Forbidden Root, Columbus, Ohio. Humble Crumble. You know, if the cinnamon was stronger, I probably would have given you a little higher rating than what I'm going to give you. This is still a tasty beverage, interesting product. Like again, the caramel was huge up front and then kind of died down, and now the peach soda, peach juice kind of flavor is more dominant, but I still pick up the caramel. So overall, I'm going to give you a big horns up. It's a tasty beer. I don't know if I could drink more than maybe 2 of them, even though it's not cloyingly sweet. There is a little bit of sweetness there. I think after about 2 or 3 of them, you'd be a little tired of the sweetness in one sitting. I'm just a little disappointed that there's no cinnamon, or at least I'm not picking up the cinnamon. If I had picked up the cinnamon, I would have given it a little bit of higher rating. Still a tasty beer for $4. If you can find this Humble Crumble from Forbidden Root in Columbus, Ohio, I would definitely pick it up for $4. It's worth a shot, worth trying. It's a tasty beer. Have you ever been to Forbidden Root? I don't get down to Columbus as much as I used to. I need to get down there more. Maybe next time I get down there, I'll go visit Forbidden Root. Have you been to Forbidden Root? Let me know down below in the comments. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe, and as always, embrace the adventure.